Hi everyone, this is Irina from Healnlearn.com. Welcome back to our channel. Here we talk about spirituality, mindfulness, bodily and mind well-being. This week we have our shaman, Joe Greenland, coming up again, and psychologist / angel therapist, Dhanashree Bhagavat. So please subscribe and stay tuned. Today we're talking about ways to heal ourselves and certain tools that I know about that I'd love to share with you. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the Silva method of mind control, the Silva method ESP. I've talked about the method and how to go into alpha state in a different video. I'm going to put the link below, so make sure to check it out. But right now I'm going to be giving you one tool of how you can heal yourself with the Silva method if you have a minor cold or a more serious condition. And let me make a disclaimer here that if you have a really serious condition, you should still contact your physician and make sure you get a proper medical advice. These are spiritual tools that I'm giving you to try out, and maybe they'll give you unexpected results. So let's just dive right in. In the Silva method, whatever you do, you should do it in alpha state, which is the condition that you're in when you're in a state between sleeping and being awake. Now, the premises of the Silva method state that we're all connected, that there is no past and future, and that we can influence anybody irrespectively of time and space, including our own bodies. So let me, again, I'll refer you to the video where I explain in more detail what the Silva method is, but right now I'm just giving you the tool, how you can cure some of the diseases that you may have. Now, the tool goes like this. First, you go into alpha state and you create your own pharmacy there, or your own medical center. You can put it in it whatever you want. So you imagine on one shelf you put anything that you would cure a cold with, and you can use your creative imagination. So you can put quinine, you can put aspirin, you can put some herbs that you know work, or you can put syringes with some very strong medicine that you would like to use in your mind. You could also use, for example, a lamp that you're convinced that whenever you use it, it actually kills like a laser all the viruses in your body, or all the protrusions in your organs, or whatever you want to eradicate from your body. So you create this pharmacy in the very detail. You can actually use 2-3 sessions of the Silva mind method to create your pharmacy or your medical center. So you imagine in very detail what kind of equipment you have there. You can have surgical equipment. You can imagine some out of earth equipment that doesn't exist on earth, but that does miraculous things to your body. So after you've created a clear image of what equipment and medicines you have in your pharmacy, in your mental pharmacy that is, you go back to alpha state another time whenever you're sick or whenever you want to cure somebody else, because of course you can apply all these tools to somebody in need. As a matter of fact, the Silva method works better, or at least Jose Silva himself states that the method works much better whenever you apply it to another person, or if you apply it to yourself, you imagine the effect of applying it to yourself having a positive effect to another person. This is very interesting because I've talked before about Kabbalah, but whenever we talk about Kabbalah, there should be always the thought of serving another, and this is how the energetic construct of the world works. Therefore, it's not a surprise to me that the Silva method talks about thinking of the good for somebody else, or of the world, in order to improve your own health. So, if you work on yourself, also imagine how you being healthy will benefit somebody else, members of your family, or somebody at work, or, use your imagination. Who would benefit from you being healthy? Okay, so you go into alpha state and you immediately go into your pharmacy. Let's say you have a cold and your nose is running. You go into the pharmacy, you take aspirin or whatever medication or equipment you know would help you. and you apply it in your mind on your body. And you see how it works on your body. And you see the final result in front of you in your mind's eye. You see how you're healthy and satisfied and smiling, and there's no running nose. It's as simple as that. The more complicated part is actually creating the pharmacy, because you have to put all kinds of stuff in there. For more complicated diseases, you might need to convince your mind that you put complicated solutions. For example, you can imagine a jar full of tiny weeny soldiers that kill leukemia cells, just as an example, that you can let go in your bloodstream. Another method that I recently read about, and it actually absolutely confirms the method that I just told you, or the tool that I just told you from the Silva method, is something described in a book called The Power of Your Thought by Master Beinsa Douno, who is, I would call him a spiritual Christianity master. He talks a lot about the power of your mind, spirituality, the right thought, how to have noble thoughts, and so on. So in this book, he actually says that in our bodies we have cells that he calls healing cells. And these healing cells can be activated by a positive thought. So he recommends that whenever you have a cold or you have some sort of a disease, whatever it is, you repeat to yourself, I am healthy, I'm perfectly fine, I am well. You repeat it and then you forget about it. It's very important because this gives time for the cells to heal, to completely defocus and trust in what you have sent out. And then you repeat it all over again. Maybe you repeat it 10 times a day. You repeat it over a certain period of time, and eventually you will improve, because this activates the healing cells that are dormant otherwise in your body. Now, the healing cells, they don't react to negative thoughts, or to hesitation. So if you hesitate, will this work or not, then probably it will not work. And you know this from the law of attraction, and many people are talking about hesitation and negative patterns of thinking. So yes, definitely you can activate the cells. Master Beinsa Douno also talks about how we get diseases in certain organs because our thought has not been strong enough in order to control all our organs, because our energy is controlled through the thought. Whenever we direct our energy to a certain organ or a part of our bodies, this is how we control this part. So he basically states whenever an organ has diseased in some way or has a sickness, the way to cure it is to start moving energy from this organ to other parts of your body in order to take it out of the body, to excrete it. There are many ways you can excrete things out of your body, also through the pores. So you may actually get it out in the form of a pimple. Whatever blockages or negative energy you have in this organ. What Beinsa Douno also says is that the easiest way to get rid of blockages in our body that create diseases, or to get rid of this built-up of energy, the easiest way is to get a cold through a running nose, because this is what gets you thinking again, or you should start thinking the right way, as he describes it, that is in connection to the light and to your heart, in order to get rid of a cold, because a cold is the most beneficial for you way to find out that you're thinking, that you're asleep, basically, that you're not observing well, you're not learning enough. And so if you don't believe that you can cure yourself with your own thought, ask somebody, ask a friend or a family member that whenever you get sick, they give you something in a glass, a placebo, let's say a lemon juice that you believe also has aspirin in. Ask them to do that and see whether it works. And also check the percentage of placebo effects in your own condition, in your own health condition. In some cases, it goes up to 85–90% even. So the power of our minds is incredible. Stay tuned for more on healnlearn.com. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.